Hello student, today we will learn English grammar, chapter number 2, word classes. Words are divided into different classes according to the function they perform in a sentence. These words are called word classes. Word classes. There are 8 word classes. They are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So we have learned noun also in our previous lecture. So noun, observe the following sentence. Ravi is the monitor of the class. The journey from Mumbai to Delhi was quite tiring. So Ravi is the name of a person, monitor of the class. So these are all what? Noun. Ravi is noun, monitor is noun, and the class also noun. So we know very well noun is the name of a person, place, animal, bird or thing. The journey from Mumbai to New Delhi was quite tiring. Journey from where it was? Mumbai to New Delhi. So these words we have underlined because they are noun. Next is while we were watching a peacock dance, we heard the roar of a lion. Now peacock, the word peacock is underlined here. So this is what? A noun. The boy has forgotten to put his eraser in his bag. So the boy is what? A noun. The words are underlined there. So whatever words are underlined, they are all noun. Eraser is a thing and bag also is a thing. The teacher praised Sheila for her honesty and patience. Teacher is a noun. Sheila is also a noun. Honesty is also a noun. And patience also a noun. So in the above sentence, the underlined words are named given to person or places or animal or birds or thing are and hence are all called what? Nouns. So the definition here is given of a noun. Next is what is a pronoun. So pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. So here are some examples given. The student of class 6 fared well in the test. They were happy. So they. Now here it is mentioned the student of class A. So student is what? A noun. But in the next sentence, in place of this noun, which word is used? They. So they is what? A pronoun. Next is Mumbai is a dream city. It is densely populated. So Mumbai, it is a noun, name of a place. So in place of a noun, it is used. So this is pronoun. Then Rohan and I are good friends. We live in the same building. So Rohan and I. So these both are noun words. So in place of noun, when this pronoun is written, we, W-E-V, so this is called what? Pronoun. Next is an adjective. Adjective, you all know an adjective is a word that describes a noun or a pronoun. So some examples are given here. Sanjay had 2 sisters. How many sisters? 2. Because it is telling how much, the number, how many sisters Sanjay has. They bought a new car. How it is? It is describing whether it is old or new. So this is what? Adjective. Same way, the poor lame puppy was whining in pain. So poor lame. Who is that poor lame? It is said to the puppy. It is describing the puppy. We watched an interesting film on television. How the film we have watched on television? So it was very interesting. So Here, each underlined words gives us more information about some noun in the sentence. These underlined words describes the noun either by way of quality or quantity. So such words are called adjective. Next is verb. We all know what is verb. Verb is a word that shows action, position or existence. So here some examples are given. Pradeep like tea but without milk. Now like means पसंद करना. So प्रदीप को क्या पसंद है? चाय पसंद है. So here this word like is underlined because it is what? A verb. The farmer is plowing the field. So is plowing. This is also what? Verb. We have been waiting here for over an hour. Have been waiting. So this is what? Action. So these three words are what? Underline it because this is all verb. There are some other sentence also. We are thirsty. He is very lazy. I have no time. I am an engine. So here also what happened? However, the verb infinite, to have and to be, do not show any action, but they show position and existence respectively, as illustrated in the given example. In this example, these sentences are not showing any action, but they are showing the position or the existence. So a verb is a word that shows action, position or existence. Next is adverb. Adverb is what? An adverb is a word that modify a verb, an adjective or another adverb. So let's see, there are some examples. The little girl spoke politely to her teacher. Now, politely. To this word polite, ly is added, so it became adverb. In definition itself it is given, an adverb is a word that modifies a verb, an adjective or another adverb. So polite is what? It is describing how the girl is speaking, polite. So it is adjective, so to that ly is added, so it became politely. Politely is the adverb. I am leaving for Pune now. Then is water found everywhere? He goes to church daily. It is too hot in that corner. So the words in a different typeface gives us these words which are written in running handwriting. It gives us more information of the action done as denoted by the verb. Such words are called adverb. Generally they modify a verb, an adjective or another adverb. Next is preposition. So what is preposition? A preposition is a word that shows relation between two things. So some examples are given. The cat is sleeping under the chair. So see this under, it is highlighted here in box. So under is what? Preposition. An apple fell from the tree. From where it is fell? So from the tree. Where the cat is sleeping? Under the chair. On the chair she is sitting. Raj woke up at 6 o'clock this morning. What time he woke up? At. So at is what? Preposition. Same way Priya went shopping with her parents. With whom she went? With her parents. So these words show a connection between two things mentioned in a sentence. They are called They are known as preposition. Such common preposition are above, across, among, as, at, beneath, between, by, for, from, in, into, of, on, to, under, with, etc. So if you get such words in a sentence and you are told to underline the preposition, so it will be very easy for you. You will make out that these words are what? Preposition. We have to only keep in mind if such word come across in a sentence, so these words will come as preposition. Next is conjunction. Now here conjunction, the definition is given here. A conjunction is a word that joins two or more words or clauses or sentence. So here two columns are there, column A and column B. The sun gives us light, it also gives us heat. So here two sentences are there. If we want to join this sentence together and make one, so how we can do? The sun gives us light and heat. Tim ran for the bus, he missed it. Tim ran for the bus, we have to put comma, but he missed it. Then Niti is going for a movie. I am also going. Niti and I are going for a movie. So only here what we have done? We have added A and D and. In first sentence also A and D and. So in definition here it is given, a conjunction is a word that joins two or more words or clauses or sentence. Next is interjection. Now what is interjection? So an interjection is a word that expresses a sudden idea or emotion or feeling. So there are some examples given here. Oh, what a wonderful gift this is. So oh with exclamation mark it is here. So such type of words when it comes in a sentence, we'll say this is what? Interjection. Next is alas, the thief has been caught. Alas, this is interjection. Good heaven, who has created all this mess? Bravo, the match he is won. Poor creature, how badly is she injured? So such type of words when they come in a sentence, we can easily make out that this is what? Interjection. Now here is the homework for you. Exercise. Identify the parts of speech of the underlined words in the following sentence. He had a vast empire, a very strong army, and an untold wealth. See, these words are underlined here, that you have to write whether it is noun, adjective, adverb, what it is. Akbar's face was lit up with a smile. I dance in joy with puffed out feather. The chick learned many good habits from the mother. We need your support and love in order to survive. Ravi was relaxed as he had never dreamed of any strong opposition from any team. The star player of class 9th A were full of confidence. Kabaddi is an Asian sport. The team with the maximum points wins the match. It is rewarded for the most conspicuous bravery or some daring or preeminent act of valor or self-sacrifice. In the same town there lived a rich young man. The editor would select the article to be included. It is believed to be loudest sound that man has ever heard. No life remained. No life remained. There was no one there to cut the trees or kill the animal. Many wrestlers were eager to win her in a contest of martial arts. Above all, he had dark, piercing eyes which looked straight at the opponent. Cane and bamboo are the inseparable part of my life. The Palau Lake is the biggest in Mizoram, but this bunch of villagers looked tough. Mercy was more valuable than a king's crown. A committee of parents and teachers was set up to look after all the work of the fair. He surrounded the prince with every imaginable luxury and comfort. There was a table set out under a tree in front of the house. But Milo was bored. He was in the kingdom of wisdom. Fear gripped the country of lawlessness prevailed over the divided kingdom. Take my horse and gallop home as fast as you can. He had excelled in fencing and archery. The entire assemblage watched in awe. Now in this question, identify the following from the list given below. Some words are given: bird, healthy, together, wonderful, grassland, away, friend, help, happy, gather, directly, slowly, human, protect, afraid, we, arrived, you, I, us. So from this word you have to make out, you have to write here which are the four nouns from these words, four verbs, four adjective, four adverb and four pronoun. And the last question is list 5 adjective that end with A1 is FUL full and B1 is LESS less. So this much for the day. All this you have to write in your notebook, the definition along with the example. Solve this exercise. If you have workbook, do solve in your workbook, and plus you have to write in your notebook also. This much for the day. Thank you so much.